are honored to have Malcolm here with us today, and thank you for finding the time to talk to us after your very successful, I have to say, plenary presentation.
My pleasure, and thank you very much.
What was the source of your inspiration for this particular plenary talk?
Well, you know, when you're asked to do a plenary, it's kind of interesting because not with other kinds of presentations, you have the idea, and then you submit it, and they either say, yes, that's a good idea, come and give the talk, or they say, no, we don't want you. With a plenary, it's the opposite. They say, would you do a plenary? And you say, yes, okay. Then you have to come up with something to talk about.
Of course.
So really, I mean, I think what I wanted to do was pick some things that I'm particularly interested in. Just to like, of the mesodopolio, that is anything you can talk about. It was my personal pikilia.
Of course.
of things that either bug me or I just want to have the opportunity to rant about a little bit. But obviously, hopefully being positive about it at the same time. But it's tricky. It's tricky because a TESOL Greece audience is, you know, these people are experts. Some of them have far more experience than I do. It's a scary thing. It's scary doing a plenary for TESOL, so it was, but luckily there were lots of friendly people in there.
Based on some of the things that we already saw you when you were talking to us in the room, and as an author of teaching material in general, what do you think that we as teachers can actually do to make the course book materials relevant to the students' needs and their experience?
Absolutely. I mean, there are so many issues in that question. If you are preparing students for exams, you can't just leave out the bits that you don't want your students to do if they're going to take those exams. You know, there are so many restrictions. One of the things that I believe organisations like TESOL Greece can do is collectively make a noise that exam bodies and publishers might listen to. I think that's one of the important things of TESOL Greece. So actually, if you want to change, you can't always just say, right, this course book's dreadful, I'm going to adapt it. That's quite difficult to do, isn't it? But actually, in the broader sense, the longer term, I think as teachers, we can say, no, we really don't want this. We don't want our books to be like this. We don't want that washback to be affecting everything we do in the classroom in what we perceive sometimes as a negative way. Did that answer your question? I'm not sure it did.
Yes, it actually does. It does. Thank you. Based on what we are actually saying right now, what do you think is the main challenge in the field of ELT in the coming years?
Keeping up to date with the modern world, which is kind of what I touched on in my talk, isn't it? I think when a student in the real world is encountering English, it's probably on social media, may well be in a video. I mean, I mentioned a post on social media in comments, but people are watching so many videos, short videos or whatever.
Exactly.
And yet I can't think of any exam that students in Greece take that has video, or anything similar.
Yes, exactly.
So really kind of keeping up with the modern world. I think there's a long way to go. I think for some reason we're still very much in the 20th century, and I'd like us to be in the 21st century.
Excellent.
If you could send a wish to TESOL Greece, which becomes 40 this year,
Yes.
what would it be? I mean...
Oh, carry on doing what you're doing. My wish is to all the people who aren't currently members of TESOL Greece to come and join, because it's a fantastic organisation. Carry on doing what you're doing, because it's so important. It changes teachers' lives, not just professionally, socially as well, but also in terms of networking. I think it's vital. So well done, TESOL Greece, for getting to 40, and let's carry on for the next 40.
It has been a real privilege and a pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
And we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.